Alright, so today we're going to be cleaning this tube. You can see I've got gunk in the bottom of it down there. And sanitizing the Solis tank. So I filled up the water to about here, past, because I don't keep a lot of water in here, just enough for toilet flushes and sink. So we're going to be cleaning this and then doing a sanitation. So I got enough water in here. We're now going to go ahead and take this cover off here by removing these screws, and then we're going to go in here and remove this clamp right here and unhook the tube from here, and then we're going to use this cleaning brush to clean down inside this tube and get all that gunk out, and then we'll drain the tank. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Let me set this up, well maybe you can see. Alright. Taking the screws out here. We've had our Solis for a little over a year, and I've never cleaned this tube, but I always keep water in here, so it's just developed a little bit of gunk as expected. Turn that light off. Take off these 10 screws and remove that plate. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove that clamp right here with some needle nose pliers, and we're going to pull that tube out and clean it with that pipe cleaner there. So I don't know if I can set this where you can see anything. I'll probably knock it off, but that's all right. Yeah, you might be able to just squeeze that with your fingers. Let's see here. That's a little tough. I'm gonna pain in the butt. Come on. These stupid wires are in the way. There we go. All right. So this should just come right off. Little tug. All right, that's off. And now we'll come back out here. And this just pulls right out. Just comes right out just like that. Make sure you take this off the end so it fits through the hole. And that just comes right out of there. Now, you have water in here, so make sure you don't spill that water. And you can see it's only dirty right where that turn is. So let me stick this up here for a second. I need to unpack this. Excuse the dirtiness. The dogs are in here. Okay, I got this thing. So we're just going to stick this down here. I'll put a link to this cleaning pipe on Amazon. just going to go in as far as I can. It's really kind of gross. You can see all the stuff floating around there now. And the clean thing is there. Now it's all black. So let's go ahead and pull this out. I'll put that in the sink. So we got it relatively clean. There's still a little bit of black on there. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm sanitizing my tank after this, I'm gonna put a little soap on it. A little bit of palm olive. And let's put it back in here. It's hard to change directions with it. You gotta really pull it and then it kind of pops. And you gotta push it really hard again, and it kind of pops. Because the bristles have to change directions inside the tube. Okay, that worked. That's my sink. Alright, that worked really well. Alright, so this isn't quite long enough to reach the sink. I want to dump some water down here since I got soap in there. So now, I'm going to put this tube back to the top, and I'm going to reconnect. I'm going to put this back on it. I'm going to reconnect it. Sorry y'all can't see this. I need a tripod. Alright. Back on my paper towel tripod, and then we'll put that back on here and push that down as far as I can and get my pliers, and we'll put this back on. Maybe pain in the butt. There we go. Okay. Yep, that's on there. Perfect. Then I can put this cover back on. There's still stuff floating around in there. We're going to drain and sanitize. Should get rid of all that. I'll put that cover back on after I drain and sanitize. So let me go drain the tank. And I know we have Let me get this out here. So for those of you who don't know, let me put this on. This drains the hot water, which we're going to do. Turn the pump off. And I believe this one drains all your hot water lines, this one drains all your cold water lines, and this one drains the holding tank for your fresh water. I believe that's correct. So all those are open. If they're pointed in line, they're open. If they're across, they're closed. So we're going to go ahead and open our faucets too. Let all that drain out. So the Solis has a 20-gallon tank. So I've done the math, and I'm going to need 1/3 cup of bleach and 1 1/3 gallon of water. So I'll get that mixture going here in a second. I need to rinse this out first because it's dirty, and then we'll start filling the tank. All right, now we're going to close all these. Okay. Those are all closed now. Now we're going to siphon the bleach mixture into the back. All right, we got this set on sanitize. And there, matches that. So I'm going to put this in the back of my bucket, and I'll turn the pump on. I'm sorry, the pump up here on. And you need 2 hands. Alright, so I've got it set to power fill, and I'm going to go ahead and fill up the rest of the tank with water. Alright, so right now it's to here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. I'm going to let it fill about up to the top of the hinge, because that's the top of the tank in here. And that will be full without overflowing and losing any bleach. So we're almost there. Okay, so the tank's full. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set it on dry camping, except we're going to turn this direction to bypass the water heater, because you don't want bleach in your water heater. So then once we've done that, we're going to turn the pump on. I'll turn it on inside, and we're going to run water through every spigot, including your outside ones here and up front, until we smell a little bit of bleach. So let me get this. Oops. Don't need that. Okay, so I got that. We're going to start inside. We do cold and hot. Yep, that's bleach. Got it on my nose. Don't do that. Okay, I got bleach there, so that's hot and cold there. Ow. I don't need to do my shower because I've never even run the shower. So we'll do. Just do. Oh, I got a bag in here. Do a couple flushes on the toilet. Hold it down for a minute. I'm not going to smell that. I'm just going to guess. So, do you believe me? Now we'll do out back here. I'll sit this down for a moment. Hi. Hold off. Okay. I'll leave this here. Might need that in a little bit. 9:30 a.m. Oh, we got to do Eco Hot. Forgot about that. Just let that run. I hear bubbles. That's good. All right, now we'll turn it off. And we're still pretty full on water, so that's good. Now, after all this sits for 4 hours, I'm going to run the cleaning thing down through here again and make sure that's good and clean, and then we'll drain it, fill it, and we'll be good to go. See you in about 4 hours. All right, so I found my tripod. So what we're gonna do now, it's been 4 hours. I'm gonna take my little scrub brush thing and my pliers, and I'm going to clean out this tube again. So again, I'm gonna reach in here. I'm gonna try this one first. So, tried that before. I'm going to pull this off. I got to be more careful because this is way more full than it was. Okay, I got that pulled back. I'm going to pull this off again. Okay, now I'm going to take off a little clip, and I'm going to pull this out. My water's up to here. Alright, I'll take this back here. And we're just going to run this down through here again. Stand up. Okay, it's all the way down. Pull it back out. Maybe. And that should do. All right. Now that's done. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and put this back through here. Put my clip on it. That little grommet thing looks like that. It's just like a bent piece of copper. Slide that on. Put that back on there. That's on, perfect. And then just tuck that back in. Don't push it in too far. I left my screwdriver in the garage. So I put that back on. I'm going to put this thing back up. I'm going to keep this thing on in the van. I bought the pack of 2, but I'll keep this in the van just in case I ever need it on the go, because this is not hard to do. Put that back here with my tools. Alright, so this is done, except I got to put a cover to this. Turn that light off. Just gets mounted back up in there. And you know what I can do, because it takes a while? I'm going to open up all my drains again, drain everything. So that will take a while to drain the water out. Glue that down. And what we do is you drain the water out and we fill it back up, and then we run all the faucets again until we don't smell any chlorine, bleach. And then you're done. So it's a pretty simple process. Just got to remember to run that Eco Hot. There's 10 of these screws. Water's down to there. That looks so much better. I don't ever use power tools on stuff like this because you can easily strip out the wood that these screws go in. over down to here now. It's going to take some time. So when that's done, I'll come back and we'll fill this tank back up with fresh water, run all the faucets in EcoHot again. I'll run the EcoHot first, and then we'll run all the faucets. And we should be good to go. See you in a bit. So something you'll notice as you drain and use your water in your Solis is from here down to about here, the water will go a lot faster than when you get to here to here. The reason is because the water tank comes down and it's also under here. It's like an L shape under down here. So when you get down to here, the tank comes all the way over to the edge here. So it takes a lot longer to use the water once it gets down to about these screws right here. Once it hits that, it takes forever. We usually only fill our water tank up to about here because we don't use it for cooking or drinking. We use it for washing hands and flushing the toilet, so, and washing the dogs. So we don't use a lot of water when we go. But either way, something to keep in mind. So tank is drained. I closed all the valves in there. So now we're going to power fill the tank, and that will take a few minutes. And then we're going to run all the appliances again, starting with the EcoHot, so we don't smell any more chlorine. I keep saying chlorine, bleach. I guess it's the same thing really. And then we're done. So I'll go ahead and get started filling the tank. All right, we're set on tank's full now. So on dry camping. First thing I'm going to do is run this for a minute. Well, I need to turn my pump on. Wouldn't that be helpful? First thing to do, turn your pump on. Next thing, turn this on. I'm listening. All right. So now we'll turn on cold water here. I've got to smelt the bleach. Don't smell any. Now we'll do the hot, which is going to take a minute because that needs to fill up the. Oh, good there. Then I'm not going to flush the toilet. I'll go ahead and do this one here and the one back there off camera. We should be good to go. So hope that helps somebody with sanitizing their tank. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you.